Hey, Composer Gloves here, and today is another melodic drum and bass video. Woo, buddy. So, this is what we got. Here's a preview. Officially, for you people watching this as a preview, not done yet. Lots of creative moves still to make, not been mixed. Of course, it's not been mixed, it's not been mastered. But yeah, there's lots of rooms, decisions, things to do. Tried to keep it pretty simple, but this is looks a little scary. It's not as scary as it looks, though. So... here it is. All right, I'm not actually post-ending songs like that, but for you people watching this as a preview, there may not be a next part. I may go through, make a bunch of changes. I may do a next part, but this is something I've reached the point where I would do a lot of listening and just sort of figure out what things I need to put where. Look at my listening for inspiration video. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, doing a lot more listening, have you already been doing a lot of listening? And the answer is kind of yes, but it's just what I need to do if I want to make it as good as I can possibly make it. So... it's interesting. So I have no idea what I did in this session yet. I have an idea of kind of what I want to do. So I've listened to this intro. I have philosophized about it. And right now, I'm not really going to do anything to it. I have a feeling I want to add in like a noise pad or a drone of some kind. But then I listened to it and then I'm like, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about things that are going on in here, but I like it at the same time. It's very confusing. So I'm just gonna leave that to fester over there. And I had this kind of cool idea for putting in a thingy right here. So I need to listen to it because I haven't listened to it yet. I listened to it earlier. So anyways, yeah, let's just get to work, you know? So there is a thing I have in mind. And I just need the subline here for a second. And go to a new pattern. It's gonna be like do 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 do. Just like that, and just distort it some. Okay, I'm pretty reasonably happy with that. So it's gonna go, I gotta figure out where I want to put it now. So you can see it's yeah, okay, cool. So that's what I want. I'm gonna name it the plucky sub thing, because we are so fancy. We're gonna make it yellow. That's really important, making it yellow. If it's not yellow, it might not work the same way. So you bet you didn't know that. It was so important. Okay, so I want this to be a fruity, fast, low pass. And I actually organized this. So look at that. It's in the filters section. How beautiful is that? It's a beautiful thing. Okay, so... okay, cool. I already have it selected. Create an automation clip. And I want it to do something like this. I want to do eighth notes. Eighth notes, eighth notes. Do 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 do. You know, something like that. Kind of this cool. What am I doing? I could do this. So exciting. Do 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 do. This stuff is like just you feel what you need to write here. This is easy stuff to write. You just be creative. I'm gonna leave it. Okay, so that kind of helps with the momentum here. I was listening to the melody and I'm like, you know, the melody, maybe that's not the issue. I feel like it's kind of a cool thing. It's very sort of programmatic. It takes its turn from, you know, typical DNB. I've been listening to a lot of classical music, which is when you start listening to one style of music after listening to another for so long, because I've been listening to drum and bass for nothing but drum and bass, like seriously nothing else. So after listening to like a whole bunch of classical for a while, I'm starting to get sort of mixed up between the two genres, which is fine. You get some cool things, but as a result, this melody is sort of some of the byproduct of that. But yeah, so it's kind of cool because it's got like a real flowing, very different structure, not very much repetition, some small motifs. So I don't know. I felt like it kind of worked after listening to it again. Maybe I'll change my mind later. This sub needs to be, I need another one for that part. So now I'm going to mess with the max setting. Automation for automation. Things are getting a little complicated. So here I want it to be the same. It will come up like that. The same. It will come up. Leave it, leave it, leave it. And then here I want a similar motion. So this controls the maximum volume. Or the maximum of the automation itself. And then right there, I want some sort of, maybe this will work just fine over here. Maybe transitional element. I don't like that one as much. Try this one. Maybe, you know what? Maybe both together. Maybe they're meant to be together. So I don't know. I don't know why I didn't clone these two. This has got to be something interesting. I need to give it more listening though. This is just something I need to do the listening. Like not listening makes me sort of lost. I do a ton of it. Part of the listening that I do also lets me sort of makes me judge what I did, if I like it or not. here, I believe I have an automation for the reverb. Yeah, it's right here. I'm going to copy this and paste it. And then at the end, I, have a nice little reverb out. Be kind of nice. Then on the repeat is nice, but it'd be kind of cool. This is something that you could try doing. Every now and then you get some pretty cool results. I'm gonna move it up a fifth. So just take everything and literally just move it up a fifth. So yeah, if that's lost on you, if you're like, move it up a fifth, what does that mean? You need to go watch my MIDI music theory series. Woo! Oh, a G. Oh, there we go. There's the A. I'm like, I could move it up a fifth, but that's not my tonic note. That's kind of weird. Oh yeah, and that has been speeding up my workflow reasonably. So it'd be cool if anyone knows of a way to select all notes on a particular pattern. I think this is on E2. This is already on an E. We'll just set, undo all that crap I just been doing. That's on an A. That's on an A. That was on an A, now it's on an E. This is on an A, now it's on an E. There we go. Don't know why that was confusing. I lost my train of thought. That's what went wrong. And put it all up to E. Be kind of a cool deal. Let's see how it sounds. Okay, I accidentally changed one of them, but I really like the second one, so I don't care. But I believe this is the one that's on E, this one's still on A, and I changed pattern 3. I changed this one, but left everything else the same. Because it's a fifth, it still works. But I'm gonna clone this over, leave the sub. This is where all the changes actually happened, and I changed things in the wrong order, but that's okay. You know what? It sounds kind of cool. It's one of those mystical things about composition that sometimes you run across. That was kind of cool. I wonder what caused that. It had to be the strings. Then I kind of feel like we could be pretty smooth here and do something like this. One of those repeating things, and then we could have a build. Where's that melody from the intro? We could use this as our drop. Cool. Take this. This might not work. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. All right, so that is from the incredible amount of reverb I have on it, but I kind of like it at the beginning, and we could make it come forward, which would be kind of cool. Oh man, see, it doesn't need to be complicated. I'm trying to stay away from the complicatedness of it all. Let's listen to it from back here. it needs a transitional element, and then there's a dissonance in here that I noticed right off the bat, but I just wasn't as big a deal as I thought. I kind of like it, just because it's something that people are like, what the heck is sounding? If they're paying attention, they'll be like, whoa, what is that? You know, so I kind of like that kind of stuff. Here, let's put a transitional element. And over here I use this. And let's get all of it. Put it over here. I'm tempted to get rid of these. I like that. Thin it out again. We don't need a dense track. We just need a cool track. I feel like going back to the original melody though. Ooh, I don't know. I don't know if I want to do that. If I want to go back to the original or if I want to write something new. That's something, you know what? What would be cool is if we somehow implemented these chords in here. Where's my chords? They are here. Where's the... These just simply aren't that loud, I guess. Is there an automation that happens somewhere that makes them quieter? Oh, you know what? It's probably this. Let's move it over here. Make unique. Bring it down. Chop it off. And now here, I'm going to, I've not really ever done this in my workflow, but I know it's a thing that should be possible. So I want to merge pattern clips. There we go. Now it's all one thing. Why did I do that? Well, first off, let me make sure I kept them separate over here. So this is a whole new clip. Nifty. Okay, so I want to bring this down an octave. The next thing I want to do is, on average, turn the whole thing up. Which is going into 25. I want to do it here, this knob. I may just leave it up. I'll worry about volume stuff later when I'm mixing. Okay, wait. I need to see a thing. Okay, this thing. Am I using the reverb in here? I am. Am I using external reverb too? 25? No, I'm not. Okay. I'm going to automate this. Just bring it down. And then let's add a melody on top of it. Where's my square thing? Okay, I just got a small jam session. Why not? And then we could write it on the same thing too, so we even have a little chord guide. That's gonna sound interesting. Gosh dang it. Whoa, I didn't want to do that. Go back. Oh, there we go. We could try outlining it. This would sound nice too. Sort of is a rhythmic part, less melody though. throw in a major, but I think I'm doing a minor chord. No, I'm doing a major chord. I don't know. That's it's got some interesting moments in there, but we're gonna work with it for now. So let's go to that pluck sub thing. I forgot what I ended with. Nope, it's on. Okay, cool. Come on. This one I might get more rhythmic with it later. B. That's an E chord in secret. That sounded kind of cool. I wonder if it'll do that. I kind of like it. I believe it, I don't know how it processes this and then that and then this. I'm pretty sure that's what it sounds like it's doing. have been totally just like buried with this. So I'm probably gonna get secondary rhythms from trying to mix it. So whatever. I want to add some. I want to find a cool hi-hat loop. Okay, so I'm gonna come over here to. You know what? I feel like going into Vengeance today. Now, the Vengeance kits I own, I'm sort of these were some of the first kits I ever bought, like when I knew nothing. So, kind of not happy with the ones that I picked. But whatever, you know? They didn't, I mean, for their reputation, the sounds are good. It's just. Some of this, they're not like beat chopped or acidized stuff that's like common for drum loops. It's a little like at the time it didn't bother me so much. Now it bothers me a lot. That's what I want. Okay. Cool. Try it at the beginning. Nope, you know what? This is not, it's not worth going into Vengeance. Let's go for see what they have in the high loops. Packed rising drums. It's a little off. That's okay. We can fix that. This is just gonna be easier to make my own loop. Okay, so time to go sample hunting. This kind of kills some of the creative flow sometimes. Which is why I favor loops occasionally. Well, actually, I favor them quite a bit because they're just already made. Like, you don't have to go sample hunting. So, but when you can't find what you want. This is what I'm kind of looking for. Piano roll. Where is it? There it is. And then, okay. Reaching those points. This is where I like to like kind of go off camera and just try a bunch of random crap till I find something that works. And this has gotten moved. This should be over here. Something I want to put there. So you see, this is why I told you if I do it the way I normally do it, there's just gonna be a lot of listening. But this is, I just decided to start doing a bunch more listening because that is the way the universe has told me to do it. Okay, so where is it? Action strikes, hits. And then big cinematic hits, we'll go for like SFX percussion, why not? No, not that one. All right, I want toms. That's what I want. Okay. Not sure if I already have one of these in here. I'm just gonna pump that up. I'll mix it in with everything else later. I want it at one of these changes here. I think it was the last one. Effects, take the verb down. Interesting hearing it transition from spot to spot. So really interesting sort of thing. I like this. I feel like I should probably match chords a little bit more here. And there's going to be, you know, in the mixing section when I do this, I'm going to be moving all sorts of things because there's already going to be way too much high end. It's got air everywhere, which is kind of what I want, but a little too much. So probably pull back some of that, just, you know, rein some things in, because it does kind of get a little ear piercing from all the high frequency stuff. Maybe it'll be as simple as just slapping an EQ on it. I don't know. But yeah, this definitely needs some work mixing wise. But let's see. So let's try messing with these two over. And then on this, of course, this is going to be unique, just to be safe. And, oh, good, it switched to it for me. This will be... What am I meeting over here? I'm meeting an A, is this it? An A4? Okay, I'll make this an A4. I don't like this. It needs to be on the beat. Where's that thing? It's just a weird part. It's right here. Whatever. I think that'll work out just fine now. This is the part I'm going to go ahead and pay for you to preview and do the next part in another section. But this part, I'd have to listen to it to decide the whole thing, maybe a couple times. Just make sure I'm comfortable with the form, the way everything's moving, where it goes, where themes pop up, where they don't pop up. And then at the end, that's way over there. And well, I'm pointing at my screen. This is way over here, and this is way over here. And what are we at? We're at 2 minutes in. Probably getting pretty close to the end here. Ended up, but over here, I kind of want to do a recap to the beginning, because that's normally what I do. Maybe I could just end it with just a big jam session. That's an option too. But here I want to possibly, I don't know, I have to hear this in context better to really make some more creative calls on what I'm doing over here. So here's going to be the preview to whatever I'm doing. So here's the preview. For you people watching, this is a preview. Of course, not mixed, not mastered. There's still work to be done. Lots of things are subject to change. But here's what I got thus far. Hold up. I've got a reverb problem. Where's my reverb? It's over. I activate it when this thing comes in again, but I automate it. Reverb. There we go. Boom. Okay. Now, here's the preview for real this time. You didn't know there was a free one because I cut out that first part. But for you people who are watching this straight near the end, it's kind of weird. But anyways, this is the preview. Here you go. Not, of course, subject to all sorts of changes still. It hasn't been really mixed or mastered or any of that jazz. It's just been creative looks. So anyways, here it is. Hold up, my reverb's all messed up. I had a reverb before and now it's like all kinds of weird. This was the original setting. That's why I did it like this. I'm just gonna pull this back like that. Itsy bitsy, I'll even name it reverb thingy. I'll name it auto. So, and misspell it like crazy too. Auto. Okay. I just want to make sure this checks out this time. Oh, you know what? The reason it's so weird is because it's so loud right here. That's right. I turned it up. Okay, you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to do this real fast. Okay. This is a bigger issue than I thought. I had no idea the volume. Well, I mean, I kind of knew, but whatever. I'm going to create an automation clip here so that, where is it? Here it is. So this is the volume of said thing. Now I'm going to take the same automation clip, put it over here, and put it at the correct volume with the correct reverb that I originally had. I just moved something. Low string should not be in 1. 18. Okay. Okay. You gotta be careful about where you scroll. Knob, tweak, target, mixer track. Okay, those are all done. Save that. All right, now let's make this unique. Da da da. Okay, that's where it's at. Okay, now officially for you people watching this as a preview, not done yet. Lots of creative moves still to make, not been mixed. Of course, it's not been mixed, it's not been mastered. But yeah, there's lots of rooms, decisions, things to do. Tried to keep it pretty simple, but this is looks a little scary. It's not as scary as it looks though. So here it is. All right, so I'm not actually post ending songs like that, but for you people watching this as a preview, there may not be a next part. I may go through, make a bunch of changes. I may do a next part, but this is something I've reached the point where I would do a lot of listening and just sort of figure out what things I need to put where. Look at my listening for inspiration video. If you're wondering what I'm talking about, doing a lot more listening, have you already been doing a lot of listening? And the answer is kind of yes, but it's just what I need to do if I want to make it as good as I can possibly make it. So it's interesting. I'd have to give this a listen. I'd have to give this a fresh listen. I've worked on it, and without going into mixing and stuff, I'd have to give it a fresh listen. I need a fresh listen to judge the ideas better, where they are, where they land, if I like it, that kind of a thing. Let me know what you think down in the comments. Subscribe, and have a blessed day.